Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Comic Book Day, June 19th, 2024. Hope all you guys found all your books on the new comic book shop wall, in your cubby, or mailed to you. However you guys get your books. I hope you guys found all the books you were looking for this week. I know I did here in the loud, mysterious black bag. Plus, again, another dive through less than dollar bins where I think I found some cool stuff. And we'll show that at the end. As usual, we're going to go through the new Comic Book Day books and give my reviews on them. As always, if you guys do like this kind of content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Spread me out in the YouTube world like peanut butter. Let's get dived into this, guys. Loud black bag out of the way. So I got 3 books this week. It was kind of a lighter week for me. But here we are. We're going to talk about them anyways. I got Amazing Spider-Man 52. Super cool, like, homage cover here to the Green Goblin, or to the Amazing Spider-Man #1 by Todd McFarlane. I think it was the first time we saw this, or maybe it's more of a 300 homage. I think it is more of a 300 homage, but it's still super cool. There's all these laughing things like the 300s. So this lands in the #3 spot. Because I kind of felt a little bit rushed through this part of the story. Honestly, like, this was maybe the part of the story that I was looking forward to the most. And I do kind of feel like we rushed through this, and it was, maybe just kind of a gimmick, and Green Spider-Man Goblin for 1 minute. And not to spoil it for you guys, I hope that doesn't spoil it, and just trying to give my thoughts, and I don't think that's a spoiler when we're going to see the next issue, and he's already not, Spider Goblin anymore. So yeah, it was very one and done for me, and how they got Peter out of it too. I was disappointed. It seemed too cut and dry for me, and that's, I think you could have told the same things could have happened with the same person kind of saving Peter as ends up happening. But I think you could have at least drug that out for like 3 pages and gave us some more meat on the bone there with it. It just went by so fast. I almost kind of had to flip and wasn't fully sure. It was kind of like, okay, well, off we go, Peter's cured, I guess. And so that's, I don't feel like I'm spoiling it, guys. Like, it was kind of a disappointing one, but the artwork was so sweet. And, I gotta give it that. Like, the artwork was really good. And the story did, like, have its fun, and I'm not mad at it. I just think I wanted a bit more and didn't get that. So in the #2 spot, I had Nightwing 115, still continuing the end of the Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo run. Tom Taylor on writing duties and Bruno Redondo on art. Has been a joy, honestly. I've really loved this run. And this issue was nothing less than the peaks of the run. I really gotta hand it to this issue for getting me kind of like invested in the end of this storyline. And Fallen Grayson, that makes a lot more sense now too. And I'm like, wow, okay, this could be kind of cool. Like, this is Tom Taylor's really set up. I think his name's Heartless, I believe. This bad guy, Heartless. And his coup de grace for Heartless seems to be like it might be really good, guys. I had a lot of fun with this second issue of the Fallen Grayson storyline, and it really set some stakes up. And 3 issues to go. I'm definitely on board and want to see how we're gonna wrap this up. So in my #1 spot, I have Batman this week. Batman 149. And, this week was a little hit or miss and a little bit of confusion. And so, like, I'm scratching my head, like, dead serious, guys. please help me with this one. Man, how do I do this without spoiling it? I kind of can't. So we're going to talk a little bit about the book first. We're going to talk a little bit about the book before I spoil it. My thoughts on it, at least. So Batman 149, I did have a lot of fun with this issue. It was really thought-provoking. There was a lot of things that came up, and I think more so than anything that happened in the issue, which was good stuff, right? I really, really was like intrigued and like, okay, here we go with what happened at the end of this book. And so I definitely have high hopes for this Chip Zdarsky run. I really think we're going places, and I really think it's going to be a Batman run for the ages. You know, it started off with this really strong story, a really strong villain in that's now going to be, you know, teaming up with Amanda Waller in absolute power. And so I really do. I've seen people review this one negatively, and I kind of don't get it. But maybe I could get it with this one, just because I was like, what's going on? So here's how we're going to do this today. I'm going to hold up the book while I continue a small spoiler review and question. For those of you that have read Batman 149, I'd really like your thoughts on what is going on with this. And then the rest of you guys, I'm sorry, fast forward until I put the book down. It's probably just be like 30 seconds. So real quickly, we'll jump into this, guys. Spoiler time, spoiler warnings. What the heck? Did Batman die? Is Batman dead? And did a clone take over Batman's place? That's how I read it. I was like, what the heck? Because, like, and here's, you know, if you're like, wait a minute, what? Did I misread it too? Here's where my clues were, is that the Batman that we've been following for 2 years at one point had his hand cut off and had a mechanical hand. And the Batman that's the Batman now, he don't have no mechanical hand no more. So I'm pretty sure, like, the Batman that had the mechanical hand, our Batman, for all these years, he died in this issue. Like, died. And the other guy, the clone, is taking over for Batman, because Batman cured the clone by sacrificing his own, like, genetic structure or something. Trading. They didn't even explain. I was like, what the hell? Excuse my French. Alright, guys, so, what did Batman die? Is this going to start a lot of controversy? Anyways, I have it in the #1 spot for maybe that reason? And it was a good read, and the art was really good. We're putting the book down. Spoiler review time over. So, yeah, crazy, right, guys? All right, let's go ahead and get dived into this big fun pile right here and see what kind of stuff I picked out of the bin this week. Picking up some more Nightfall, like I've said before. Trying to just complete like a set for me, and maybe I'll have like some extra ones. I don't know. This has always been a really cool cover that I like. It's what do we got? Batman 664, the second printing, and got a Nightfall Part 16, Detective Comics 665. Kind of this crazed Batman, like, beating up thugs. Super cool Kelly Jones cover. I love me some Kelly Jones. We got a Iron Man 251 right here that was just very, very minty, and I kind of thought it had a cool cover, The Wrath of the Wrecker. Then we got this Superman 79, Reign of the Superman, with this really cool cyborg, like, flag cover. We got 4th of July coming up. I thought it was cool. Very patriotic cover. I don't know, this might be a big key. I wasn't sure. Exile's #1 from like a while ago, or at least like a key, little key. I thought that was cool. There's like a Scotty Young looking Wolverine in the corner there too. And then just some random X-Men. We got X-Men 168. Probably some glare there. Try and limit that. I'm sorry, guys. 163 there. cool Gambit cover. 195 there. So when I see these older X-Men too, these are kind of, you don't run across them too often. 202. So they can kind of have a little bit of value. 201. I guess I grabbed two 202s. Oh well, another 202. It's really cool Ramos cover. And then I found this too, issue number 1 Empress with this Scotty Young cover from 2016. I know a lot of people like Scotty Young. I thought that was cool. Here's X-Men 203 and X-Men 64. I mean, when I can grab these for under $1, a lot of times, like, I'll do a little run filling. So that's what some of this is. I got an X-Men 60. I think it was like $9 for this stack. So if you guys wonder, sometimes you see these giant stacks, like, I'm not paying a lot. My LCS just, sometimes they'll just throw out books. They got a lot of books. And they're good with 50 cents a book a lot of times. The X-Men 68. Especially with some of these, I'm like, that's cool for run filling. Like, here's a 69. I'm not even sure if these were keys. I didn't look yet. I was just like, hey, more run filler. Here's a 101. And I think I have this one already, but I really like this cover to 97 with like Wolverine sideways. You know, it's pretty cool. And what is this, 99? I know I did not have this one. Here's 99. Didn't have this one either. The beginning of Onslaught. That's cool. Wolverine 104. And then if you've seen before, sometimes I find like the craziest stuff in this less than $1 bin. I think this is like a key, right? That's Kang Lives. I don't think it's first appearance of Kang, but isn't it first appearance of like one of the Kangs? Avengers 267. And outside of looks like a factory spine roll, it's actually super clean. So I thought that was a cool pickup. An X-Men number 80. And then couple other actually older Avengers. Yeah, they're all in a row here. So 267, then 268. Super cool. And 269. So this little like Kang versus Immortus. Little cool Kang run. I thought it was cool. 75 cents. And the other reason I grabbed these is they're so high grade. I was like, wow, those are minty for 75 centers. Gotta grab those. That's too cool. Alright, that's what I have today. As always, happy new comic book day. If you guys watched the video this far, hey, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Help me out. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.